People have been lying since the beginning of time. I am sick of people lying. I'm not talking about them little simple things of, did you eat all the ice cream? No, not that. Okay. Did you drink all the milk? No, I'm talking about them big whoppers, and you know what they are. Big whoppers, and they will stand there. Even though the news camera has them saying, you said this. No, I didn't. How can you stand there and they got footage and they even show you the footage? No, I didn't. And then you got other people copying that same move. Okay? Oh, we'll just lie. We'll just lie. We don't care what office we have. We don't care if we're a doctor, a lawyer, a nurse, or whoever. Okay, teacher, preacher. I'm just going to lie. Or I'm going to add to the lie. I'm going to make up the lie. Okay, I'm going to get others to help me in the lie. And you're just digging a hole deeper and deeper and deeper. And then you think those people always go, God will protect me. You know, God is different. And you know how we are feeling. He feels the same way. There was a point in time in the Bible, he said, I wish I never made man. And most of it, you lie all the time, right? There's some whoppers out there. You probably got relatives that lie all the time. We got one cousin, but his is the playful lies, and stuff. But he's addicted to it. It's just, he's getting ready to say something, right? And we're just like, here we go. There goes Uncle blah, 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 with the lie, And then the rest of the family going, he ain't never did that. And he knows, and he chuckles about it. You see the smile coming up, or one of the kids will go, you didn't do that. Grandma said you didn't do that. And the smile comes, joking. But some people do bad lies that affect people and affected other cultures. And they come on, TikTok. They come on Instagram. They come on YouTube talking about this and that and don't know one thing about it. Some affect cultures and they'll say the whole culture, or they'll go like all of Gen Z, all the baby boomers, all the millennials do that. All of the baby boomers are going to vote for an older politician. All the Gen Z is going to do this. We don't know what those people are going to do. Okay, they're individual. They're thinking. They got brains. We don't know what they're going to do. Whatever group is coming along. But this conspiracy gets out there and everybody's saying, yeah, they all that age, they gonna do that. Oh, they're that age, the young people, they're gonna go out and steal cars. Oh, they're that race and culture, they're gonna go in there and do this. It's like you just keep on going. You say everybody eats butter in that group. They all are not going to eat butter. They all don't eat butter maybe all the time. It's just on and on and on. Just to get started. I don't know whether it's to make the person feels like they're important and they're an expert, but they don't sound like they're an expert. They sound just ridiculous and stupid. And we have to pay attention to that with budgeting, our money, the scammers. Scammers think America is just stupid or whoever they can get. Okay? They think you got the money, give it to us. You're not stupid. And some of you have fallen prey to it. You're not stupid. You got caught up in the game. And since you got caught up that first time, let's learn the next time. I don't know you, okay? Don't be hitting that email. Don't be hitting that telephone call. Every telephone call, don't be saying hello. They got one scam. You just say hello, and it gives them access to all your phone data just by answering. Don't answer. But there's some lies out there. But I'm going to do the light ones. I may do one heavy duty, but I'm going to do the light ones. And I don't consider, they're not lies, but they've gotten so big that people have changed them. Okay? Some people have changed them to control a culture. Lying to them. Some people have just did it as lighthearted and it just flew out the window. Okay, one of them is wearing the white. Wear white all through summer, like starting with Easter, and you can only wear it through till Labor Day. And traveling and saving Chief, she was talking about she could bring her purse out, and somebody, I don't know if it was her or somebody else, said, wonder where that came from or something. It came from the wealthy Caucasian people. There was two types of wealthy people always. There's wealthy old money and new money. Old money usually is inheritance. It's coming down through the pipeline, okay? It's like Rockefeller. Everybody gets money as they keep going unless something really blows and the family bankrupts. Okay, but they got old money. They're usually kind of in control. During the pandemic, they kind of laid back. You didn't hear nothing from them. They ordered their food from New York, and they were up in wherever, the Hamptons or something, and the butler or whoever would bring their food back. I heard of one. So that's old money. New money could be a lottery winner, a new person who invented something, but you don't have as much money as old money, and you don't have behind you decades of people giving you money. You are new. You are the first usually. And so they distinguish that, okay, we're going to start wearing white all summer until this date. Okay, and that was Labor Day was the signal. We're not wearing white. And when we walk out, we know who's got the old money because, see, they didn't tell them. So the new money was wearing whatever they were wearing, probably still the summer stuff, and the old money had their light clothes, their regular clothes on, okay? Dark clothes. But the other ones were still wearing the light clothes. Or the whites. And so they didn't do that. They didn't signal when they were going to stop, but they stopped when it got to be Easter. And so Easter got to be the signal. Now, of course, some people caught on. And the people that worked for them, they started doing them the same way. Anybody that had to work, labor type things, landscaping, in the house, cleaning, person cleaning your pool, they distinguished then with them. We're not part of you. We're not part of working labor. We are us. Okay? Well, some cultures caught on and it kept spreading, right? And it's here today. It never left. That's the only reason it's here. Okay? And, I remember, put the clothes up, not because of the weather. It was because quit wearing them. It's fall, which was a signal for fall. And it signals the stores now. You notice all the summer stuff, it's on sale. Spring stuff, it's on. They started building around that idea. Just put the stuff up. And when my mom found out, she was done with that. You wear what you want to wear. You want to wear a sweater, go ahead. It also signaled to them that they could go to these places that you didn't see them at the time, because they were secluded. They were on secluded islands with their light clothes, but, you're still wearing winter clothes. It's wintertime. And you didn't see all that. Unless you were in there privy to their pictures, and they weren't letting those new money people in there to see anything. You don't socialize with them. It would be like middle class not socializing with the lower income at all, which some do. That's like, I'm not dealing with them. I got my own issues. Another one is today. It's April Fool's. Okay? It changed by the time it got to America. It looked like everything changes. America gets it and it's over. Okay? But anyway, it started basically with France. There were two calendars out. The Roman calendar or just, I think it's called the Justin calendar or Justina. And the other one was the Georgian calendar. And France decided they were going with the Georgian calendar instead of the Roman calendar. I call it that. And Georgian calendar started with January 1st as the new year. Okay, like we have now. The Roman calendar started on April the 1st. So when France changed the calendar to January 1st, they made fun of those people who refused to change. They kept celebrating April the 1st, which could have been anybody. Okay. They laughed at them, and it was considered April Fool. You're a fool. They meant fool. Okay, you lost it. Now, that's one of my least favorite holidays. Okay, St. Patrick's Day almost got me. I got a little Irish in me, but when you're in the school system, not fun. They used to didn't do anything to you, but if you didn't wear green, I didn't wear green because I didn't think I had any St. Patrick's in me. And, by the time you teach middle and high school, they're not into all that. I taught elementary for a little bit. But they were okay. But, the older they get, they're not in it. I wasn't wearing it. And then they decide to pinch you. It takes all you can to keep from pinching them back, even though they did the assault first. Because you know who they going to come after, right? Teachers, we would talk about it all the time. It's like, get your kid in check. Okay? Because I always tell parents when they come in, I'm like, get your kid in check because you never know who that person is that they pinch. They may accidentally reach out and it's going to be a big mess for no reason. And usually the adult's going to get into it because they're going to say, oh, you know better. Okay, so if you got grandchildren and things, talk to them about it. It's not about that. Okay, they're not a leprechaun. We don't go pinching people. Just stop. Especially an adult that you might think you know, and something else happens. But it got to be for a while my least favorite holiday until I started reading the Riot Act in the beginning. I would go through the whole year, first day of school, about what we are not going to do, and do not forget. And the closer I got to any holiday that I was going to get attacked, I would go, remember. And I would tell the principal, remember, you're going to see somebody in the office if they touch me. All right. So those are just little conspiracy theories. And one that's hurtful to me is the single mama syndrome. Okay. Any mother can be a single mother. Any man can be a single father. We don't put them down like that. What happens is they usually go, man, you need to go find a wife. Then they tell the women, you need to find a man. First of all, you are unique. You're wonderful. You can handle this if you want to. Now, if you want to go find somebody, okay. There's some people that can't live without somebody. My girlfriend's like that. She has to have a husband, and she's hanging on to this man for dear life, and he needs to disappear. Go find a tree and just sit under it and stay there. It's bad mojo. It's just not working, but she's just hanging on, just there, like, well, And she married him twice. Let me help you. Okay, anyway, I don't know what went through. I know what happened, but either way. But single mama syndrome. Quit putting people down. Because some of them are strong. And a lot of people don't want to see that strength. Women are strong. There's strong men. They can handle it. If they couldn't handle it, they wouldn't be there. Yes, they got struggles because you're down to one income. And you have to work that income. When my husband passed away, the income just went down. So you have to stop doing things. And technically, it's a good thing because you learn what to do. Even if you do get married again or get married for the first time, you know what to do with your money. You know how to live off of that income. And you learn that if something happens to your better half, you can do it. And you need to learn, even if you got somebody with you now, that what would I do if that person wasn't there? You need to kind of look at that budget every month. How would I really do that budget? Take an extra sheet of paper and just make this pretend budget. What if that person wasn't there? Now, you don't need to add all the morbid stuff. Just what would I do? How would I fix my money? We should always be prepared. We should always be planning if something should happen and not sitting there going, I'll do it if something happens. You should be able to mobilize into action and go, if it's gone, boom, 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 boom. My kids know what to do if I go. Automatically. It's like, boom, we got this. We got this with the bank. We got this with the accounts. We're okay. We know how to budget now. We got this. We know how to save. You need to know in your mind, am I able to handle it, and what am I going to do? Maybe I need to increase my income. Maybe I don't have to. I just need to cut down on some places that I have. But the single mama syndrome, most of it was at, the Black community. And because most of their spouses, boyfriends, or whatever, they go down to the gas station, they may not make it back. I remember Michelle Obama said that. They may not make it back. They can go out the door. Sometimes they sitting in the house and minding their own business and something happens. Their health wasn't good. Health care to them was bad. And so they were going sooner, like bye. And we still don't know, they're incarcerated a lot. Blah, 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 for an unknown thing. Some shouldn't have been there in the first place. But things were happening, and you have to pay attention. The Black community was like, okay. My mom was already prepared. She said she got mad at my dad one time. She said, I was ready. I'm fine. I can do this. She knew she could do it. She said, I don't need anybody. Take my baby and leave. So be prepared. And that syndrome needs to go. When somebody says it to me, I just look at them. I said, I'm a single mom now, and I'm doing fine. I'm doing great. Matter of fact, I'm doing greater than I did last when he was here. And then they just kind of, okay. And then they go, well, that's you. I said, no, that's you. You're continuing to perpetuate this lie that they can't make it. Let me tell you, if you're a single mom, you can make it. Okay, you can make it. You can make a way. You just got to make a different way. You got to make a different way with the child care. You got to make a different way. You may go, I don't have any friends. I don't have anybody to take care. Maybe you got to change things around. I had to change so many things around. Okay, I had to change. They weren't going to daycare. I had to change the daycare and found the daycare that would pick them up from school, bring them back. Okay, then found a daycare that picked them up from home because I had to be at work. Just the time that one daycare opened. One daycare didn't open early enough. So I had to find that daycare, and I had to work that in my budget. It cost a little more, plus I would give them a little tip, the people that were driving the little bus they had. Things cost more and you make sacrifice, but I'm glad I made it. I'm just happy I made it, that my kids are great, wonderful kids. If I couldn't have did it and sacrificed what we were doing, no, I wouldn't have made it. So make sure sometimes you just got to sacrifice a little bit. It'll be over with. Just give yourself time. Those kids grow up so fast that you will just sit there and go, well, that left. It's time to graduate. So watch your myths. Watch the lies. Okay, and think. And don't lump every culture in one box. That's what happens with some of these other countries. They look at videos and all this stuff. Kids are acting crazy. They think that one culture, everybody is acting the same. We all do not act the same. Okay, all Caucasian people don't act like that. Okay, they're all not into white supremacy. All Black people don't do that. All of them don't hip hop. It's okay. I like hip hop. I like any type of music. I listen to anything. But anyway, everybody's not like that. Don't sit there and think. Everybody's not acting silly. We have fun. People have fun in all cultures. Different fun, different things. But you got to remember, like I tell my kids, when you're on an app, those people are laughing at you. Make sure you do not post something that causes disgrace to this house. And we have to tell our, kids, grandkids, whoever, you got to keep piping that in there. Do not disgrace me. Once we keep going with it, in any culture, it should be down to nil. Okay? It should be down. Just stop posting like that. It's okay to be a little silly and go on, but when you start looking like that going on, it affects everybody. And some older people do it too. Okay, I seen us. Yes, I did see the grandma. Never mind. We ain't even gonna talk about that. All right. All right, let's go. This is the day's budget. It's the month's budget. I do mine monthly because I get paid monthly. Mostly. My son gets paid every week. Then he DoorDashes now. He started doing that. He's an assistant manager. My daughter gets paid. She's every week because she's working with a company doing accounting work. She also does freelance artwork for celebrities and whoever asks her. She works with me on making sure the accounting's right. So before we turn it to big old accounting person. So they both fine, have places to go, jobs to be, but everybody lives with me so far. And if they want to leave, they can leave because that's my culture. I got a lot of friends on that are budgeting. That's their culture. Okay, it may not be your culture. Your culture may have told you need to get married at 21 and get the heck out of my house, the girls, and stay home and let your husband work all the time. Okay, he's the man. He knows what he's doing. That's not my culture, okay? Our culture is either let's act right, we work together. If you're not going to work together, you need to leave or I need to leave. Somebody got to get this together because I'm not losing my mind. Okay. I just can't do this because that's the way mine was getting ready to go before. So let's go to April. How do you feel today? All right. This is Cashmere Mama's April. So we're going to start over here. I'll try to move this. I try not to cover it up so you don't materialize in your mind what you think might be going on. So anyway, this month I always live below my means. If you're new, I do not use my whole, I got a lot of paychecks now, but I don't use all my paychecks. I find out that $5,000 is enough. It's really too much for us to get through every month. Between we got groceries and stuff, but I don't spend a lot on my groceries or anything. I don't know if you want to call me frugal, but kind of stingy sometimes. But anyway, I figure out what I can live with and what I can't live with. So $5,000 is enough for me. My son did DoorDash. I told you he just started last month. So he made $3,233, and that's not counting his manager's salary. That's all on him. He wanted to give me this for last month. Told him he didn't have to, but he said, okay. Don't need it, but okay. My other income is automatically in savings. The business is the business. It stays in its own section. Anything else I make over $5,000 goes into high yield savings, my investments, stocks and bonds, all that stuff. Okay, so we're going down. So I actually pay double on my utilities. I started doing that. So that's a little different this month. And so AEP, or I gave them more, maybe double it, maybe more. So AEP, I gave them $190. That's why the D's there, little D. Columbia Gas actually went down. It's $69 a month. AEP is $100 a month. I gave them $190. But Columbia Gas is $81 a month. I had paid it. They hadn't looked because it's automatically deducted. And so I gave them 81 times 2, which is 162. But they had went down to $69. And that's unusual for this time of year because the budget settle up is not till September. Then they just decided, nope, you're not using that much gas, so we're going to do that. Because last year they owed me money, so they had to credit like $300 and some because we just don't use up that much gas. And that's from winter. So we must really be low on the gas. Okay, so Spectrum is our internet only. We don't have a television subscription. I may put it back, but we're probably gonna be running around like we usually do, and I just don't see me getting any television subscription. It won't be with them. Okay, I'm done with them. So, but I gave them $190. That's extra. They're $95 usually. Verizon, I doubled their last payment, so it's $308 they got. So they'll probably and sit there. You got a credit. You got a credit. They actually can stop their little buttons to keep you from paying stuff, and then I just stick it in the mail. Anyway, they're slick. They are slick. Geico was $146.74 a month. They went down because I went in there and pushed the little buttons that said, can you change things? So I pushed buttons, made sure I was covered, made sure if an uninsured motorist was covered, all that good stuff, and took all that other stuff off. So I actually saved $30 a month, but I went back in and paid them off, $1,321 for the rest of the year. I am done with Geico. Nice to see you. See you in January. Then over here, my goals is just I put goal because one goal is really enough. I told you, do soft goals. One goal is really enough. But if you have more, like I do, pay down the debt, which I consider, I'm working on this, and the house and the car, and happiness and joy. Positivity all the time over here. No matter how bad it gets, there's got to be a positive mood somewhere. Okay, something positive is going to come up. And then Proverbs 16:30, if you'd like to look it up. But it's commit to the Lord, whatever you do, God will establish your plans. That's what I got on the bottom of this planner here. Okay, mortgage, $1,300. And I mean, establish your plans, he'll tell you where to go. Okay, and what to do. And then the car, they actually went down to $610.96. And you may think the regular payment is $611.74. Them little dollars add up. They just did that anyway because, see, the interest is going down because I'm overpaying them. So it's $600. I sent them $612 like I've been doing, but this time I added $2,000 toward the interest. Wonder what it's going to do next month, but we'll see. Okay, so our total up here was $8,233, and these expenses total $2,171, and then these expenses total $3,912. So for savings challenges, we have $2,150 to deal with. Okay. So I hope you're having a wonderful day. I love looking at the channels. If you are new here, I may not say something all the time. I try to put people in shout outs of channels that I've looked at. Some people I look at more because they are posting more and they're like regular everyday people, or they got me on notification, and then I got them on notification too. They got a video out. So I'm looking at those videos, they pop up first. So I do those quickly as much as I can. I watch the whole video. So that gets to be, takes a while. 20 minutes a pop, and this one's going on 30. So, you gotta pick your battles, right? So make sure you do watch hours. Watch people, I'm trying. If you hear me say more certain people, I'm working on them because they're right there. Some are at near 1K. Some of them, they need the watch hours. They're right there. And those are budget with Fatima, sorry. My girlfriend's Fatima. She's Fatima. And then budget for success, subscribers. And Fatima needs subscribers. And then Frugality is Life needs watch hours. And then I've got some members like the Nightlife, and other people, they need extra things. So if you need something, I'm coming back to you. I will get you. Hopping the Bunny, she made the 1K, but she needs watch hours. So the watch hours, remember, we can't see. So if you post that so we can see, I write it on my bulletin. I got a big bulletin board for subscribers only, and I write down where are they, how far are they. So if you need watch hours, I don't care where you are, or you need subscribers, let me know. I can see the subscribers. But the watch hours, if you're that close that it's time for us to pump it up, okay, we'll pump it up as much as we can. And we hope other people will get on that bandwagon. Let's move them up in this community. We know we can do it. I told you, you can do anything that you want to. I'm watching, how am I going to say it? Go Budget Boo. Well, I call it Boo anyway. Okay, so Boo, I'll put it somewhere, she moved. You see that movement? Yeah, she moved. So we're moving, so let's go. We can get done and then move on to the next person to help them, okay? So I'll write those down. I want you to take care, enjoy yourself, and don't put people down that may not be budgeting. They are still subscribers. Okay? They're still subscribers. They're still looking at your channel. They may not even be listening. They just turned it on and just said, hey, I'm here. They may not say anything. My kids don't say anything most of the time. I think Cash Monet Budgets and Frugality is Life, I think they finally said something on there. But most of the time, they say nothing, okay? They know you're there, and they push the button like, there they are. Okay, let me move on. So be happy they're there. That's positivity. Be happy for what you got, okay? Don't snub your nose at somebody. Okay, April the 15th is the budget and swap. I don't care if you sell your own give your savings challenges away, but it's at no cost. If you have one savings challenge, like, excuse me, come on. Maybe you have this and you got 2 of them, and you say, I will mail this to you free of charge. It's free of charge at no cost. Do not charge those people for doing it. Just don't do it if you're going to do that day. Don't do that. Okay, we're not selling your wares. Okay, we're giving. It's a giving day, and we're trying to declutter. And we know we got savings challenges we probably shouldn't have bought. We couldn't finish. I got those. Okay. Some of them were intimidating. It's okay. Now you can focus on the ones that you have and that you need to do. And that you don't need to focus on all this stuff. Or it's just hanging around. It's on the floor. It's in the box. Okay? You can declutter. It's spring. We're springing out of this. So April the 15th is tax day. So that I remind you, it's tax day. That's the last day you can get your tax in. Depends on what state. I found out. Be careful. Watch your state. Because some of them are later. They're actually later. So make sure you check. I'm repeating that. Make sure you check if you haven't got them done. But, whatever you want to give. Maybe you just have a packet of Post notes. Okay, maybe you got some dice. Okay, maybe you got a bunch of markers somebody can use. Okay, just something. Maybe you bought a budget planner and you looked at it and said, oh no, I can ship this out to somebody. But I want to emphasize, it is free. Do not charge anybody for that. Okay, not that day. Don't be doing all that stuff. Because some of y'all will get out there and start selling your wares. We don't want to know right now, okay? That's not the purpose of that day. It's a free day. They're paying their taxes. It's okay. If you want to send, I keep saying sell because I'm thinking of shops. If you want to send from something from your shop, okay. Maybe you just want to give somebody an Etsy card, that's okay. Some people have nothing, and try to focus on the low income budgeters or the new budgeters. Some of them have nothing. You can look on the table that they got. It's like, what happened? Okay, so binders, if you got binder you don't want, anything. Stickers, okay, pencils, pens, markers, crayons, whatever you want to do. Do that. But be there, okay? Be there all day. I'll be looking too. You may have something I want. So, hey, figure out what you're going to do. You can go first come, first serve, and you got 5 minutes. 5 seconds. Write your name down. You can put it down the box. Who was first? You can tell who's first because they're the last one at the bottom. And I'm thinking of doing it that way. You know, whoever, okay, I got this. Write it down. Or you may want to do a live, I think I'm going to do a live quick, and just kind of do mine that way. That way I can keep control of it. But take care. I want you to have a wonderful day. And I might as well say I'm going to do a live. That's the easiest way for me to do it. I'll do it in the evening at 9. Is 9 too late? Let me know. If you want me to do it 7, okay. But I'll leave it at 9 for now. Let me know. Anyway, take care. Enjoy yourself. And we had fun at Hopping the Budget with Bunny. She's also headed for she passed the 1K. I think I told you needs watch hours. But we had fun at the live, enjoyed it. I want you to enjoy yourself. It's a wonderful day. We are in the lovely month of April, and we're missing 1 day this month. It's only 30 days. So you got 29 to go. Take care. Bye-bye.